I recently challenged my Sculpture 1 students to create a sculpture using only cardboard that conveys a concept or idea of their choosing in an abstract way. It's a really challenging assignment, but my students rose to the occasion and have blown me away. Let's look at some of the finished results. This one is meant to represent the feeling of listening to hip-hop and R&B music, and the students were given the choice to leave their sculpture the color of cardboard or spray paint it the color of their choosing that they think would suit the vibe of their piece. This one is meant to represent overcoming obstacles that life throws at you and growth over time. This one is meant to represent the feeling of being one small human in the context of the enormity and the vastness of the universe. I really love the little pop of pink color over on the right-hand side. And this next one is meant to represent the feeling of having something looming over your head. Maybe it's a chore or a task that you just really aren't interested in doing and you've been putting it off. This next one is meant to represent the feeling of what goes on inside the mind when you're reading a really good book. I think this is just such a beautiful representation of that concept. This one is meant to be a visual representation of decay. Look at how interesting it is. It's many layers and textures, and all of them kind of stack on top of each other to create this really interesting visual effect. This one is meant to represent the idea of maturing and growing up as an individual and how that experience progresses and changes over time. This one is a representation of anxiety, and I had a hard time getting it to show up well on this video. It is an absolutely stunning sculpture. It is black, it is spiky, it is dark, it is sharp. It's just a really astute observation of anxiety. This one is a representation of what it feels like when hot oil hits your skin. Each of the students did get to decide what their own concept or idea was going to be, and I think this one is really unique, and she did a wonderful job creating this representation. I hope you enjoyed looking at these abstract cardboard sculptures. Which one of them resonated with you the most?